Hopefully this works. Oh, it worked. Okay, good.
All right. Does that mean I should start my recording now?
Uh, yeah, that's a good idea. Go ahead.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah,
Do
I don't know.
do do do.
I don't know how I'm gonna sync it, but figure something out. Joanna, we can't hear you. Your lips are moving. I
You
can't
killed
hear
it,
nothing.
JoJo.
I really can't hear you.
Your lips are moving. Your lips are moving. Your lips are
And I.
moving. So you're la la la.
Okay, that's the next part. I couldn't remember. Okay. Come on, Joanna, you can do it. You're trying. I know. It's okay.
Um,
Nope, you broke the mic.
did you unplug the
You
microphone and
unplugged
plug
it.
it back in again or something?
Yeah, she did.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes. Whoa, that's a lot of volume. Okay.
Sorry.
Move it away from the mic and make sure that it's still the mic that's recording and not something else.
La 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 la.
It is.
Okay.
La 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 la.
All is
La
bueno.
la la.
All is bueno.
This is real good. Real good.
We hope it's real good. Oh, what recording?
Okay.
Yeah, of course recording stopped. What are you doing, QuickTime? Stupid piece of. Okay, it stopped because I
Oh,
unplugged.
sorry.
Yeah, that's what happens when you unplug it. It can't record
I
anything.
know, but okay. The thing about this mic is that whenever I unplug it, and it gets really sketch when it gets really sketch. It decides that
It's really.
not even when I unplug it, it just I will like record something and then I'll stop recording and then I'll record something again and it'll be like not working anymore. So
Gotcha.
hopefully.
Fan freaking tastic.
All right, so here's what I think. To synchronize recordings, we
Mhm.
should all clap right in front of the microphone, which will cause a spike on the waveform and give you something to...
All right, don't do anything yet.
I like it.
What the heck?
What'd you do?
I keep
Oh, never mind.
thinking that me and Nathan are like freezing, but like we're just both being very still, I think.
Okay, hold on.
I'm not moving
No.
much.
Testing,
Nathan
testing,
is actually
testing,
frozen.
testing, testing.
Can you hear me?
Testing.
Yeah, I can hear you, but like on the bottom, you'll like freeze. But it's okay. Doesn't matter.
What do you want me to do? I mean, I can
All right,
go
that'll work.
waveform. Get away!
No, no.
Oh, oh,
It's
oh,
okay.
oh, 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 oh,
Okay, I know.
I
Official
don't know why
recording,
you're.
and I can't move because I will
It must be
destroy
the
it.
aspect ratio. Like
What?
you must have like. Do you have like a nicer webcam or something? Do you have like a external webcam? Yeah,
No,
because the aspect ratio is different.
I do have an HD webcam.
Wait, you're on your iMac, right?
No.
It's got a 720p webcam.
There you go. That's
Okay.
what he's using, Gabe.
The aspect ratio is different, I think.
Yeah, it
because
is.
Me and Joanna are like filling up almost the entire thing, and then you're.
Yeah, you and
Little
Jojo are in a 4:3
Oh,
aspect ratio, and
okay.
mine defaults to a 16:9 because that's what it is. It's a 720p webcam, 1280 by 720, whereas y'all's is 640 by 480. Sorry.
Nice.
Thank God we're not using the visuals for anything important.
Hashtag technobabble.
Yeah, that's a lot. You lost me a couple of times. I got most of that, but you lost me a couple of times. Okay, am I still recording? Let's see. Yep, still recording.
This is horrible. I didn't set up everything. Okay.
And I can't like.
Yeah.
Take it off.
Okay. Sure.
Shere Khan.
So, okay. I'm going to be staring off. I don't even know why I hooked things up to my monitor. I should have just been looking at this, but whatever. At least this way I stare straight ahead and look at your face. But then in the video I look like a weirdo.
Durnt blurk. Blurk and your dirt.
Where do we go?
Oh gosh.
I love it, but I don't know where that came from.
Sorry, I'm reading over my notes.
Don't, you wrote your notes like the Berkshire
Ermiger.
meme, the Ermiger Berkshire meme.
Wait.
Yes.
Okay. So, Gabe.
My goodness. Okay, one minute.
It looks so weird.
My recording's at 5 minutes already. Okay.
Yeah, well, mine's not because I had to test it, make sure it wasn't.
What's
dead.
up? What's up?
Okay, so is this like a singular episode on your Bargain Bin podcast, or is this a totally different thing?
Or is this a special episode?
It's a special episode because it completely breaks the format that I've planned, but not at all stuck to.
To your special edition of the Bargain Bin.
Oh wow, we'll just use that right there then.
We'll just use that. No, I don't know. I'm gonna do.
If you can
an
find that
actual,
in my
like,
recording,
intro
you
to
can
it.
actually use it.
I'm gonna do an actual intro, and then you guys will just like say hi or whatever, and yeah, and then we'll just start.
All right.
I
So
will not eat
let me
apple
know when
while
we
I'm recording.
remember, we need to clap first to give you a
I know.
spike.
Wait, I want to say one more thing though.
One
Matthew,
Yeah.
more thing.
Matthew, go ahead.
Once Joanna actually gets a recording started, then we'll clap.
My
What about
recording's
Matthew?
going. My recording's going.
Oh, you didn't say anything. What about Matt?
Matthew was confused. I was talking to him about this, and for some reason he thought he might have signed on to edit it or something, and I was like, no.
He did.
I know. Which at first he was saying he maybe could edit it, but then he was like, well, no. Anyway, but he's interested possibly in like, do you have a
Being
theme
on?
song? Do you have a theme song for your? Well, he could have been part of this, but I didn't want to drag him into it because I figured you didn't want another person. Did
It's gonna
you?
be a bit. That's probably gonna be a bit difficult anyway to edit, but
Right, I know. Maybe he can give you pointers on editing this. I don't know.
Like I said,
in Audacity.
I don't know.
if you need, remember,
Maybe Matthew will be editing this. Who knows?
I do have the stuff to edit it if you decide.
Oh, there you go. Or Nathan can do it.
It's yeah. I appreciate it, Nathan. Appreciate it.
We'll figure it out. Anyway, do you
just
have
if you need
do
it.
you have a theme song? Do you have a theme song, or do you have a song that plays during the bargain bin thing?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So Matthew might be interested in like doing something fun and Doctor Who-y for this episode. That's all I was gonna say. If you want to.
For the
Like,
theme
like
song,
an intro thing.
an intro.
Why, Nathan? Why?
An
Do
intro.
you have an
theme.
intro song that plays on the bargain bin?
Yes, he
yeah,
said that.
it's just like a dumb little recording that I've made / found.
Do, do,
on an
do,
app.
do, do.
Okay. Well, anyway, never mind. The whole
It's a little
point
bit
is,
more involved than
the
that.
whole point is Matthew made, he replicated the Blimey Cow podcast intro outro thing and made it all psychedelic or whatever for the community thing. So he was just saying, hey, what is he doing? Is he doing something fun and different for the song? And I said, I have no idea, but he likes to mess around with that. So if you're interested, talk to him. That's all I was gonna say. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, cool.
Done.
I will talk to him about that.
Okay.
Sounds awesome. Further
Not like
diverting from everything.
All right, we need to
that I
get this done
planned.
because I actually got to go to bed in like an hour and a half.
Okay.
Got it.
Well. All right. You wanna synchronize clapping, Nathan?
Give it like 10 seconds of leg space so it's an obvious spike. I'll count us
Okay.
down. All right, ready?
I was kind of late. I didn't even hear Joanna. Did you clap, Joanna?
I did.
Did you clap in front of your microphone?
Yes. Aw.
Your clap is lame. It needs to pop more.
I tried. Okay. Ow. What the heck? Okay.
Should we do that again?
Let's
Why
just
don't we
do-
all make our microphones pop instead? Just like
That's a good point.
Okay.
You just count down from 5, bro. You don't need to do 10.
Yeah.
And obviously, you don't know how to count.
Well, it gives it more blank space, but
blank space. Okay. I would
Editing.
start singing if I actually knew that song.
And I'll write your name.
Thank you. All right, go.
All right. Alrighty.
Okay, good enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bark and Bin Movie Podcast. This very special episode. I have two friends with me to talk about everything Doctor Who. First up, Nathan. How's it going, Nathan?
Salutations.
Awesome. How you doing, Joanna?
I'm doing great. How are you, Gabe?
I'm doing really good. This is gonna be weird.
Hopefully it's going to be amazing.
What's that, Nathan?
So is the whole TV show.
Yes, it's amazing and weird, and hopefully, have you seen the ninth season? I forget.
I am up to date.
Okay, good.
I am not up to date.
No spoilers, but I hear that season 9 is much better than 8. I kind of fell
Yes,
off.
that is for certain.
Okay, awesome.
Good.
All right. First, we're going to talk about our favorite Doctor. Hopefully, one of us has a non-mainstream answer to this, because I don't.
So what you're telling me is that your favorite Doctor is 10.
Exactly. So, how about you, Nathan? Who's your favorite Doctor, and why?
Well, honestly, my favorite Doctor is Tennant, but I want to hear what JoJo's favorite is first
Okay.
before I go into my favorite.
All right, let's get all that.
Interesting. Okay. I was a hardcore Tennant fan, and it's a close race, but at this point, it's probably Matt Smith.
Awesome. Diversity.
Diversity.
All right, Nathan.
All right, so just because y'all are gonna go all 10 and 11,
Oh no.
disclaimer: I cosplay 11 a lot.
Yes.
Just for all you listeners out there, I am an 11 cosplayer.
Mm. Wait. It doesn't count as cosplay if it's your everyday dress, though. Just saying.
Yes, it does.
Sure
Okay,
it does.
fine. Sure. Okay. Whatever.
I don't dress in the cosplay every day. I just dress
Got
in tweed
Our
and bow ties.
our
every day.
hangouts,
That's
our
completely
hangouts, and lots of pictures would tell us otherwise, but we believe you.
Regardless. Besides, the 11th Doctor doesn't wear a flat cap. He wears every other hat under the sun, but he doesn't wear a flat cap.
This is true.
True.
So that's just hipster Nathan. Okay, moving on.
So, moving on. My favorite Doctor is Tennant. 10.
Sweet.
I
But-
really, really like Matt Smith. In fact, more episodes. I like more Matt Smith episodes overall than I do David Tennant episodes.
Interesting. I think I'm split right down the middle with that, but we're gonna get to favorite episodes.
But we'll get to that.
Right.
I actually really appreciate Peter Capaldi as the Doctor.
Ooh.
Really?
Ooh.
I do like Peter Capaldi as the Doctor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I'm gonna-
they haven't defined him well in season 8, which is
Right.
the problem that
And
I've
they
had.
did a whole lot better. They did a much better job of it. I think over the Christmas special between 8 and 9, he kind of came into his own, as it were. Found the Doctor that he wanted to be. If you ever watch Classic Who, I know we're a bit of new Whovians here,
We
but
really
if you
are.
ever watch Classic Who with Peter Davison especially, who coincidentally
Fourth
is no
The
Fifth Doctor.
He's the
Fifth
father of the girl that played the
Oh,
doctor's
no.
daughter who married David Tennant. What? Yes.
Yes.
And had the Doctor's daughter.
And
The
who
doctor's
coincidentally is David Tennant's favorite Doctor.
daughter. That's
There's a little
right.
piece of
I
trivia
forgot
for you.
about that.
Oh
Um,
man.
Yeah, a little bit of
Mind
confusion.
blown.
There is so much connection between the 5th and 10th Doctors, but regardless, if you watch the 5th Doctor, the first Classic Who has different season formatting than the new series.
Mhm.
The Fifth Doctor, over his first 10 or so episodes, goes between several different personalities, and you could put it off to the Doctor having just regenerated or something to that effect. But personally, I think it's more to the effect of um, the Peter Davison just hadn't figured out the role that he wanted to play yet, as it were, if that makes sense. Um,
Right.
so for me, it's a little easier to forgive Peter Capaldi for a mediocre first season as the Doctor. There were a few high points in season 8 that I liked. The school episode, which I'm going to cheat here a little and actually bring up season 8. Um,
Danny Pink and all that jazz.
yes, The Caretaker. That's the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Where
Did you guys hold on? Did you guys listen to the episode that have already up?
no.
Okay, because I talk about Danny Pink and all of that.
Oh, yes. I listened to
I
that.
hated the way that Danny Pink was handled.
Yeah.
The way he's introduced. But what was your positive on that?
I'm staying away from that
Okay.
because that is a little more controversial. It's also Danny Pink is not my favorite character ever.
I would hope not.
Right.
The but the Caretaker episode shows off a little more of the kind of doctor that
That
Capaldi becomes eventually.
Right.
In that episode, he's not quite as grumpy, as it were.
That's
Um,
true. Yeah.
it's really hard to give him talk
So
about it without talking about season 9, because season 9 really is it really is great. I'd say it's a step above season 7.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa,
did
wait.
not. Granted, I did not like season 7 part 1. Season 7 part 2 was okay. But I found that series 9, using the BBC terminology, I found that it was quite excellent.
awesome. Are you taking 12 as your sort of favorite? Are you arguing for 12? Or are you
I am arguing for him partially as devil's advocate.
Okay, yeah.
I could argue for any of the new Who Doctors because they are the ones I know best. I could probably put together a good case for Tom Baker, but there's enough of those online already.
Right,
Yeah, and
okay.
like you said, we're all new Whovians here, so you're
Yeah, I haven't
probably the hardcore.
I haven't gone back and watched all of those. It's sort of a huge time commitment. So,
It is a little bit.
yeah.
I'm still stuck somewhere in the
Of course,
whole
they took all the Doctor Who off of
graphics
Netflix now,
thing. Yeah, thanks
Right.
and
Netflix
it's
slash
been
BBC.
off of Amazon.
Really?
Yes, it's been off of
I didn't
Amazon for a
notice on
year.
Amazon.
Wow. Lame sauce.
It's
All right, so
super
would you
lame.
like to talk about Nathan, would you like to talk about what you like about 10, or should we go on to Joanna?
Go on to Joanna. I'm sure you'll put together a good case for 10 yourself, Gabe.
Yeah, I probably will. Okay. All right, Joanna, you like 10. Why?
I wasn't really a huge fan of 9, Christopher Eccleston. Although looking back at those episodes, I'm like, he's pretty cool. But 10, I think, did I come in when 10 was on, or did I see any 9 episodes? Tennant got to stick around for several seasons, and really kind of work his way into my brain. So, and what he went from Rose to Martha to Donna, correct?
Yes.
So we got a nice range of companions as well. So, um, I didn't. Well, first of all, I didn't put 10 as my main person. Am I supposed to be answering this question? Or am I supposed
Oh,
to be
did
answering for
you
11?
you
No,
not
you're
have
supposed to be
10?
answering who your favorite doctor is.
Yeah.
Okay.
The question is your favorite. Who is your favorite
Right.
doctor?
I know. And then you mentioned 10, and then I got thrown off. Okay. So I'm not going to go into what I like about 10 specifically because I didn't write it down. I did write it about 11. But I was
Okay.
very sad when 10 left. Like, very sad. So.
Tell us about 11.
I don't want to go.
Oh,
That's
no.
the best. That's
No.
number one Doctor Who moment right there.
We'll get to that.
Whether that's number one or not. Well, I wrote down. I'm going to be a little bit cliche and just just read what I wrote because
Okay. Go
I
for
wrote
it.
because he is fun, bubbly, and sweet. He brings a new lightheartedness to the show while somehow encapsulating completely the flavor of 10 at the same time.
So you are comparing him to 10.
Yes.
I'm comparing him to 10 because, I mean, when I started really, getting into the groove with 11 and thinking maybe this isn't so bad that Tennant left now, maybe I can survive. There's just something about Matt Smith that, like, I can see these bits and pieces of David Tennant in him, or David Tennant as the Doctor in him, and I'm just like, I don't really know what that is. I don't really know how to define
Intensity.
that. Intensity, yeah, but it's just there's like mannerisms or personality. I don't know.
Yeah, he kind of took the charm and also the intensity and added his own like goofiness to it.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, every
Yeah,
doctor has
yeah,
their own
that's-
catchphrase and their own thing, but and they're all equally, very specific to each person, each actor, but at the same time, I don't know why I brought catchphrases in. Anyway, my brain went there. But yeah, so I just feel like he really did a good job of not completely divorcing the character from what Tennant had brought to it, but then also adding his own thing.
Definitely. Yeah, I took 10 as my favorite. Like the whole time that 11 was on the show, he was kind of edging towards being my favorite, right? And because
Right.
he took Tennant, he had that charm that Tennant had, and added the goofiness and had even more intensity sometimes. Like I feel like a lot of his more intense scenes were actually like better than David Tennant's really intense, moments because like you believed it more. Most of the time when Tennant was intense, he was either being really emo or being just like stone-faced, whereas 11 is just like yelling defiantly at the sun god or whatever it was. It's the giant like sentient sun in Rings of Azkaban.
Yeah. Azkaban.
Wow. Getting a little Harry Potter in here too, huh?
Was it Azkaban? Oh,
No,
good.
Atakan.
However you say that.
What?
Rings of
Akhenaten.
Atakan.
What?
No.
No. It's
That's
spelled
not how you
okay.
say
It's spelled Akhenaten. Akhen. I don't know how you say that. But you know what I'm talking about.
It's definitely Rings of Azkaban, guys. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, you know when he was
Akaten.
staring Harry in the face and yelling at him. You sun god! Yeah.
All right. You know what I mean, though. And,
Take it all! Wait, no,
Yeah,
that's
see,
Monty
that
Python.
scene- that
The way I
okay. Well,
phrase it.
that scene though, like it gives me chills every time. And
Yeah, that's
So-
pretty intense. I agree.
but I think it wasn't even really 11's or Matt Smith's fault. What actually kept him from surpassing David Tennant? I think what kept him from surpassing David Tennant was the fact that the stories I felt were not the stories so much as the plot devices that Moffat kept using started to become like predictable, and they really like stuck out. Like
Right.
you're starting to see the man behind the curtain, like I said in the other Doctor Who episode, that you were starting to see Moffat, and that was kind of what kept him from surpassing. Because and David Tennant still has all of the charm and all the wit, and like the dude is probably the most likable like actor that I've ever seen. Like maybe The Rock could give him a run for his money, but I haven't seen The Rock in enough stuff. So yeah,
The
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 Rock?
Rock,
Oh,
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, duh.
Yeah,
Dwayne Johnson. Nathan's like, what? Yeah.
yeah. So that's why 10 is my pick. Also, segue. He has some of my favorite episodes,
Yeah, no duh.
which we will go into next.
We know what your list of episodes is.
No, we don't. We
yeah,
totally don't.
hint if you already know which ones Moffat wrote before actually show running. Those are most of them. All
There you
right,
go.
so we're gonna keep going in the same rotation. Nathan, what you got?
All right, so off the top of my head, my favorite episodes are Blink, of course. You can't
Obviously.
not like Blink. Blink is. I mean, it barely even has a companion in it. It barely even has the Doctor in it. Yet, it encapsulates the feel of all of Doctor Who, classic and modern. The horror of it, but not to the point of, I couldn't have, not to the point that I couldn't have my youngest brother watch.
Right.
Um,
Yeah,
It's-
that's definitely on my list.
it's
But
to me
I'm-
it shows. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say this during my part, but I'm gonna let you think for a second. I'm not sure that it really encapsulates. Like if I were to show Doctor Who to someone, I would tell them, hey, one of the first episodes you should see is definitely Blink. But I wouldn't, after seeing Blink, I wouldn't say to them, this is what Doctor Who is. This is what it's gonna look like from here on, right? Because I feel like it's a little bit. It's definitely Doctor Light, and the Doctor is kind of why you watch Doctor Who, at least for me. And so, because it's a Doctor Light episode, I don't feel like you get like the whole feel of the show, and it's a little bit more like artistic and like story like driven instead of like
Right,
a monster of the week or like a situation or a planet he has to save.
Right. So you feel like it could be setting up somebody who's checking it out for the first time. They kind of get the wrong idea of
Exactly.
what it's. Yeah. Right.
But like, that doesn't mean I don't love it. That's the top of my list right there. So Nathan, what else you got?
Now we're gonna get a little controversial because I actually really, really liked The Waters of Mars.
The Waters
Okay.
of Mars. Okay.
Is that an episode though? Isn't that a
That's
TV?
it's like an extra thing, right?
No, it's an episode. It's one of the specials between season 4
Right.
and season
Specials.
5.
Right.
They didn't classify that as a TV movie though.
Water of Mars.
Does that make a difference?
Not really.
You
Not
didn't
really.
specify if we were talking regular season episodes, because I mean, if we're gonna do that, then we can't include any of the Christmas specials either.
You failed, Gabe. You
No. Please talk about the Waters of Mars. I didn't like this episode.
Yeah,
very much.
and a lot of people don't, but I did like The Waters of Mars. I'm a bit of a horror fan. I like horror. And The Waters of Mars was creepy.
Sorry.
It was
Yeah,
creepy,
It was extremely creepy.
and
For
the virus dudes are creepy, and I have a feeling I just got. Oh no, everybody's still here.
I'm listening.
we're still here, bro.
I'm listening and
Okay.
I'm looking at a Wikipedia article at the same
Okay.
time because
So
Hmm.
explain
I felt like
explain
y'all
how
were
this
frozen.
is a good thing. Explain how this is a good thing that we have like cracked zombies just like leaking water through their faces.
Did it scare you?
Through their faces.
It made me very uncomfortable. Not sure if it scared
That's the
me.
point. If you, again, being a bit of a classic Whovian, I like some classic Who.
Right.
It's a bit, especially Tom Baker era, is a bit gothic horror. It's creepy and it's epic and it has the Time Lord victorious. And that's the episode summed up.
Right.
Digging a little deeper, it's it's just I don't know. I don't know
Okay,
what
the
else to say
Time
about
Lord
I don't know.
Victorious. Okay, as you were talking and I was saying that I didn't like the episode, I remembered that looking past the cracked water zombies, they actually have the part where he's like, I'm the Time Lord Victorious. I won the Time War. I get to decide what the rules of time are. And he just gets this huge head, and it's actually kind of epic, but also really scary to watch him like have all this power, and then to get to the end, and he's brought back down by the companion, I suppose, in that episode. I forget her name, but she brings him back and says,
Adeline?
"No, this is not right." And I think she kills herself because he saved her, and she was supposed to die.
Yeah, she ends up killing herself.
Yeah, she kills
Yeah,
herself.
that was. I think that might have been the final straw at the end. I was like, no, you can't. You can't kill yourself, even if it is a time locked, or whatever it's called. I can't remember. That's why I kind of like, no, no.
I think
But
I've
that part
blocked
in the
this
middle.
episode in my mind. Sorry, I totally interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. I can see why you liked it, but those are kind of the reasons why I didn't. The zombies and the suicide at the end.
All right, so how many episodes do you want me to list? Because I could keep going.
At the pace we're going at, let's go. Let's do one more.
All right, so if I'm going to do just one more, I'm going to completely skip Matt Smith, which is depressing because there are so many I could pick from Matt Smith.
Okay. Honorable mention and plain one.
All right, honorable mention.
Honorable
So,
mention, Matt Smith.
one from Matt Smith. If I had to pick any one episode from Matt Smith that I had to mention, it would definitely be it's kind
Can't remember
of
the
it's kind of a
episode.
toss-up between Day of the Doctor and Time of the Doctor, and I know those are specials, but I have a
Yeah.
thing for them.
Good take.
I really
Time of the
liked
Doctor.
Take both.
I liked the Time of the Doctor,
No, I'm.
the Day of the Doctor.
Yeah.
I thought the special Day of the Doctor could have been a little bit more story-driven and little less nostalgic. There's the term. A little less nostalgic, but it
Yeah.
it is what it needed to be.
But as a 50th episode or 50th anniversary episode, it was like, we really built this up like a lot, so it's not going to be as good as we built it up, no matter what.
If you don't watch the trailers before watching it, it's actually really good. That said, it also makes a really great lead up to the Time of the Doctor. I thought that was I thought it was an incredible send off for Matt Smith. It was fitting.
Yeah, there are a lot of things though in like, I hate when they do prophecies now because they never like really pan out. So there's a lot of like, oh, the Trenzalore and the battle and this and that, and I was like, that's not. It kind of fits prophecy,
yes.
but it doesn't really.
Mm-hmm.
Teach-
At Gabe's question of the day.
All right, so
Mhm.
one final episode.
Oh yeah, that was my question.
Yeah,
And
that's related.
one
Looking all
final
the way down my
episode.
notes.
It'll have to be. All right, I'm gonna do this completely spoiler free. Heaven Sent out of season 9.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait. Heaven Sent is in season 9?
Heaven Sent is series 9.
Mhm.
It's the second to last episode. It's they. It's very unique. It's got a different premise. Without spoiling actual plot points.
You can tell us the premise, I think.
Well, the premise is again, if I tell you the premise, it spoils most of the ninth series.
Okay.
But there's only it's like 45. Most episodes are 45 minutes, and for 40 minutes of that, it's just Peter Capaldi by himself.
Wow.
He is
What?
the only actor, and it is amazing.
I love it.
It totally works. It's unique. It's has elements of the horror that I like. It has a jump scare. I have a thing for jump scares. Jump scares are cool. Jump scares are cool.
Okay.
Yay, jump scare.
Sorry,
Right.
most people are sort of burnt out on jump scares. I'm not a horror person at all. Like,
Me
I
neither.
just don't enjoy it, and I have to really
Well,
like search
Again,
for my.
it's why I don't like every 10 minutes having a jump scare, but it does have one and it works. It's
Okay.
not cheesy like any given horror movie, Friday the 13th or Freddy Krueger or what have you.
Both respected horror franchises.
Right. It works. It works as it's a great it's the middle episode of a trilogy, and it's a bit like Empire Strikes Back in Star Wars, in that it's great unto itself, and it transitions very well from the first to the last.
I like it, and it gets to be the meat of like the real story.
Yes.
Yes. Awesome.
And it has a really, really cool monologue at the end. But, it's a little bit different in the monologue's format. But, it's Peter Capaldi. It's not
Spoilers.
Matt Smith. You're not going to get a Stonehenge.
Okay.
Because
Okay, so it's
Peter
not
Capaldi is
Stonehenge, but it's really good.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's another one, Stonehenge. My gosh. Okay. All right, Joanna, it is down to you.
Yay.
Your favorite episodes.
I say yay because I'm like, there's no way I can match the level of what just went down.
Hey, it's all good. It's all
I'm sorry.
I literally had a list of like everything we talked about that one time from every season. And 5 minutes before we started recording, I went through and things that popped out at me, and I was like, yes, I know I like that, and I kind of know what that is. That's what I'm going to talk about.
good.
Because I forget so many things. It's ridiculous, but
It's okay.
it's all good. Okay.
Please don't apologize.
Too late.
Oh, I didn't even mention the doctor's wife, which is actually...
Oh, no!
Yeah, I know, it's a shame, because I named my...
It's okay.
I almost named my car after that episode.
Sexy?
No.
Oh,
Idris.
after. Right.
Hashtag deep cuts.
Oh, my gosh. One of Joanna's least favorite episodes, I will point out, only because she hates the whole concept of the TARDIS being a woman and the Doctor being attracted to her. Just saying.
It's fine. I understand.
Well, TARDIS has always been sentient.
I
Yes.
know, man, but it's like, okay, I probably.
And if you were to put it in, if you were to make it male or female, I think it makes more sense for it to be female.
Agreed.
Well, it probably didn't help that I didn't really like the actress that played her either. I don't know, she just drove me nuts. So I'm sure that was part and parcel of the whole thing, but
Probably.
yeah, I just because like to me it's more like yes, it makes sense. He calls the TARDIS a she, and he
Mhm.
references that, But it's always felt like a kind of like, the TARDIS is his closest companion kind of thing, but not in a I am attracted to you, like, oh wow, now you have a feminine form and you're really
Okay,
hot.
but I think
Like,
I think the Doctor is not really like attracted to anyone in particular. Like he sort of fell in love with Rose and like never said it just because the writers wanted to tease us.
right.
But like I feel like
Every
he
time you
just
see a
flips.
rose petal falling on a beach.
What?
Um,
Thank you for that, Nathan. Continue, Gabe. What were you saying?
is that another deep cut? I don't know what that is. Yeah, no, but like I feel like he was sort of attracted to her, but like it wouldn't really have gone anywhere anyway.
Right.
Just like
I'm
he
not
just
saying
flirts.
I'm not.
Doctors are
Yeah,
flirts.
I'm not saying that it would have gone anywhere. It's just the idea. It feels to me like the Doctor TARDIS relationship, if the TARDIS is going to be a human, should be more of a BFF kind of thing, and not so much of a wow.
That's so much
Hey,
harder to write.
I know. Joanna wants
I mean,
everything to just work out perfectly, but it's not gonna.
it's
No,
all good. I
it's true.
understand.
It's
Joanna
true.
wants
It would be.
all the platonic hearts to be platonic.
Wow. Inside joke, Nathan. Thanks. Drag that out into the limelight. Okay.
It's all good.
Okay.
I'll cut it out
So.
in post-production.
Sure.
No,
Make
I won't.
Gabe's make Gabe's job hard. I don't care. It's funny. Okay. Wait. So how many am I allowed to do now that Nathan talked for 50 billion years?
If you give 5 in the same time that Nathan gave 3, I will. It'll be fine.
Okay. This is doable. All right. Okay. So I put Father's Day,
Okay. Yes.
which is probably not very many people's I don't know. I don't know how many people would actually like that.
I remember that one.
I remember it too.
Rose was initially my favorite companion, and that episode, I just liked all the timey-wimey stuff of her interacting with her dad and being able to actually talk to him and all the emotional crap behind all of that, as well as I just like the way I think the whole time. What are they, like the things that were attacking the church?
The Reapers.
Yeah.
Reapers.
Reapers.
That was
I was
weird.
gonna say Reavers, but yeah, you're right.
Reavers, maybe. Okay. That was kind of weird. Wasn't a fan of that. I just thought that was weird.
Yeah,
but
something that they completely ignored for the rest of this of Doctor Who.
You're saying ignored their existence, or what do you mean?
Ignored their existence.
Okay.
Ignored the fact that they ever did that. Any paradox that came later was completely
Right.
Well, some other explanation.
Well, yeah, and hey, Doctor Who is notorious for being like, something is impossible, and then being like, JK, it's not. So I'm pretty sure.
No, but I mean, like, the consequence is different in the different paradoxes.
Right. Yeah. I get what you're saying. So yeah, I liked all the timey-wimey stuff. I liked her I like the idea of, someone you've never met, going back in time, getting to meet them, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
like,
I
what
also,
would you do?
Yeah, what would you do? Right. And from a soundtrack perspective, the title, the track Father's Day is one of my favorite tracks. So that kind of helps.
I think you sent that to me. I don't think I've gotten there in the list yet.
Listen to it. It's good.
I'm still working through it. I'm like on the third screenshot.
There you go. The third screenshot. Okay, so Father's Day is one. Human Nature, which I believe is the one where he puts his Time Lordiness in the what is it called?
the fob watch.
Thank you. I was like, pocket watch. What is it called?
It is a pocket watch.
Yeah. Primarily, I mean, there's pros and cons to that. That's, I think, a two-parter episode or whatever. He falls in love with that lady, blah, 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 blah. I don't like it because of the whole romance thing necessarily, although it is kind of, like, refreshing that he gets to, like, something gets to happen for him. Yay. But I mostly just like watching Tennant try to, watching him kind of work with this idea of what would the Doctor be like if he was just a John Smith, literally John Smith, or
Mhm.
whatever. What what would his personality be like, and that kind of thing. And Martha just kind of chilling in the background, waiting for something to happen. Like, yo, I almost said a slave. She's not a slave. I'm a servant, and I'm just being treated like crap, waiting for the doctor to get his life together. Martha is my least.
Dedication.
Yeah, dedication. She's my least favorite companion, so that's
Martha's your least favorite?
Yeah. Primarily because she's just so in love with the doctor, and she feels like one-dimensional to me. I'm just like,
You just
Plus she
don't
make-
like the romance, huh?
what? I love the romance.
You
Are you
just
kidding
don't.
me? Just not between Martha and the doctor. No.
Okay.
No, and she.
I
You
got a
just don't
question,
like
though.
anybody being romanced by the doctor or the doctor to
Ah.
romance anybody.
Wow.
I think it's because you want to be romanced by the doctor.
Wow. I'm getting picked
I
on
like
as the
it.
single female in this podcast right
Okay,
now.
okay. Serious question though. Do you like The Little Mermaid?
The movie The Little Mermaid?
Yeah. Well, the character The Little Mermaid.
You mean Ariel?
Sure.
Sure. Whatever the heck her name is. Do I like her?
Okay. Do you
I
like the movie?
guess.
That's
I don't
probably an
know.
easier question.
It's not one of my favorite Disney movies. My favorite Disney movie is Aladdin.
Okay, because I asked because The Little Mermaid, I believe, is the only one of all of the princesses that just wants to get married, right? And it's kind of like Martha just likes the doctor, like she's just in love with the doctor.
Right. Because like with everybody else, there's a little bit more like with Donna. There's the whole kind of
It's a
somebody
buddy
one
cop.
of you guys said, yeah, buddy cop. You said that, Gabe, buddy cop relationship. And with Rose, looking back on Rose, people have said, oh, she's so annoying and whatever, and that kind of anyway. I'm taking too long in this episode, but yeah. So yeah, it's definitely not that I'm against the romance or whatever. Yay for human doctor getting to fall in love
Have
and
a
then
life.
find out that, oh snap, I'm actually the doctor and I gotta go. See you later.
Yeah.
But anyways, but I just like, I don't even remember everything about those episodes, but I know that I just liked what Tennant did with that quote character, human doctor.
Absolutely.
And earlier I was asking you guys what the title was of the episode. It's The Girl Who Waited, possibly.
Waited.
I didn't have that on my list because I also had Amy's Choice, which I love as well. They're kind of...
Isn't that a two-parter?
Amy's Choice?
Yeah,
No.
it's the one with it's not?
No, it's a single episode.
Okay, the Dream Lord? Is that what he's called?
Yeah.
The Dream Lord, which is actually the doctor trying to get Rory. I'm trying to see. I'm losing it, but I know I remember they get flipped back and forth between both quote dreams
Oh, yes. Yes.
and
okay.
everything that happens there, and trying to figure out which one is real and whatever. And
And
yeah.
what is her choice in that one?
She chooses. Good question. Yo, Nate, you wanna help me out here? You should remember everything. Ha ha ha.
So much pressure.
I mean, it has to do with Rory. I know that, but I'm.
No, Amy's choice is between the two realities. One where the Doctor and Amy and Rory are in the TARDIS, and the other where Amy and Rory have been married and Amy is pregnant, and the Doctor comes to visit, and so they keep getting flipped back and forth between the two doctors.
Right.
Why does she have to
Or
choose?
the
I
two
don't remember her
realities.
actually having to choose.
The Dream Lord tells her that she has to choose which one is reality.
Yeah, but like the doctor, doesn't the doctor
because-
come up with the solution? Like they're both not real.
I'm getting there. Because the reason why he gives her the choice is because the Doctor's subconscious is asking Amy who she would choose between Rory and the Doctor.
That's what it is. I thought it was Rory and the Doctor. Yeah, because he's trying. At that point, she's just kind of like enamored with the Doctor, right? And he's trying to get her to
Kinda.
focus. Yeah, a little more than kinda. He's trying to get her to focus on Rory and be like, "Yo, you guys need to be tight first before, um, before we can all travel together, and this is a good thing because
Right.
you're a little
That
too obsessed with me.
I kind of missed that. I think because they did say that it was he was a manifest that the time or the Dream Lord was a manifestation of the Doctor's like self or subconscious or whatever. But I didn't
Right.
get that he was also trying to still set Rory and Amy up together again.
Right. It's kind of similar to when later Amy forgets, and then he's trying to help her remember Rory and
Right.
all that jazz.
And like
It's the same
the
type of thing.
Venice episode too, where he was like, "Hey, you guys need to be together and go on a date and rekindle your love and forget about me."
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Kind of hard to forget when you make out with the Doctor, but whatever. Stupid Amy. Okay.
Good job, Ian.
Okay, another episode, The Lodger, because James Corden, the Doctor trying to be a roommate. Like, dude, everything about this episode. It's totally like a filler, just silly, cheesy episode, whatever, but I love this episode.
It's a good episode.
A lot. And the actual, plot line is okay too. It's not like the best, but I like that
And
one.
who ends up being the lodger? Isn't that the guy with the
It's
dog?
the guy with the dog. Are you thinking of Amy? Are you thinking of the Pond's
that?
first episode?
Yeah, I think I might be.
Yeah, that's the 11th hour or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I also like, but yeah. So not much else.
Who ends up being the lodger?
Well, it's like there's like the upstairs. Is there an actual person? I think the lodger is like some sort of AI thing for the alien ship that like lodged themselves in the second floor and like pulled a bunch of people upstairs or something.
Yes.
And they're trying to get enough. They're trying to get like power to leave or something like that because they're trying to.
Right, okay.
They're trying to get whatever James Corden's character's name is. I'm losing it. And his girlfriend.
Wow, Joanna, come on, get to the program.
I wasn't prepared. I told you.
Remember, the program is Doctor Who.
Craig, thank you. And Craig's GF ultimately end up getting together, but they're trying to get them to touch the orb thing, and they're going to pull the energy from them and
Stormageddon, Dark Lord of all.
Right.
I love Stormageddon. That's so good.
Yeah. I speak baby. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, because that's a language.
That's a language. And many, many other things, ending with the Day of the Doctor, because basically all my episodes are like, I guess, super. Thank you, Nathan. I guess a lot of my top choices that jumped out at me because they were so memorable to me were the ones that, I connected most with emotionally because I'm a girl, whatever. But no, Day of the Doctor I loved. I got to go see it in theaters with friends. I didn't cosplay because I wasn't that cool and I didn't have enough time to cosplay, but I did wear my Doctor Who shirt. We all wore our Doctor Who shirts. Lots of cool people there in theater. And just in general, I loved being able to see Tennant and Smith in the same space, feeding off of each other's energy and being generally awesome.
I got to see the season 2 Cybermen episodes in theaters.
Really?
Yeah.
You did?
Season 2? Season 2?
Yeah. Rise of the Cybermen into the Age of Steel.
Was this like right after this stuff was airing or what?
No, I saw it a couple of years back.
Oh, why were they showing it in theaters? I'm lost.
I don't know. It was a Fathom event special. But it was around my birthday, so my mom got me tickets. It was great.
That's cool. Yep.
Wait, Age of Steel with... Isn't that,
Rise of the Cybermen and Age of Steel. No.
Yeah.
No. It's David Tennant.
That's a different Cyberman bunch. What is that one called? The one with Matt Smith there with the really fast Cyberman.
The really fast Cyberman. Oh snap! I don't know.
That's I believe that's out of season 7.
Oh.
Probably.
Okay.
Series
The
7.
Carnival in Space or whatever.
Yeah, Nightmare in Silver.
Nightmare in Silver.
Yes. Okay, that was
That-
that
I
was what
enjoyed
came to
that
mind first for some reason.
It's Neil Gaiman. Gaiman.
Gaiman.
Gaiman, of course.
Yeah, weird guy. I love all of his concepts, but I basically don't like any of the finished products of anything he's done. It's so sad.
Sad day.
Yep.
He wrote a book
Okay.
with Terry Pratchett.
Sweet. What's it called?
I forget.
So helpful.
Good. Thank you. Thank you, Nathan. The recommendations are real.
The struggle is real. No. Okay.
All right. Was that a?
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
you
I'm
had-
good. Yep.
All right,
I mean, I have tons more, but that's my top. Those are 5 that jumped out at me. So there you go. And I'm
Awesome.
pretty sure I stuck that in the same amount of time that Nathan talked. So woot.
cool. Probably. I didn't time it.
Yay for
All right.
future Gabe trying to edit this thing. Okay.
Oh yeah, it'd be awesome. Okay, so favorite episode, obviously Blink. We went over that.
Dirt
Dude.
Blurk.
Blink. Yeah, and
Nice.
even
Blurk and your dirt.
even the use of like time travel in that one, it was like how he was trying to get home through like DVD extras and clues.
That was
and
awesome. Yeah.
all of the that was really intricate and well done and not at all moffated. So that was really good.
Don't Moffat it up. Ugh.
All right, and then Doomsday, the
Ugh.
You're
How did I not? Okay, Doomsday is one of my other favorite tracks. FYI. Okay.
yes,
Oh,
for the
so
track
good.
and the emotional moment of Rose, and then cut to the crying doctor, and oh man, that was one of the times where if you got me talking after that, I probably would have cried.
Dude, I was a
it's
mess.
yeah.
I cry at everything though, so
So
that's
good.
not really indicative of anything.
Yeah, and see, I don't cry unless I'm talking, so that's why I said that.
Unless you're
If
talking.
You got me
Oh.
talking about it afterwards.
Were you watching this episode all by yourself in your room and tears welling up in your eyes as you were
Welling.
I think so, probably, because I think at this point I was the biggest Whovian in my house. Like,
Mm.
my younger sister had gotten into it, but she was still in like season 1. So
yeah, that doesn't help.
yeah.
Although she was getting
I
some,
was-
she was getting some of the Rose doctor-ness, but yeah.
Yes, but it hadn't gotten to
with
this point
but
yet.
with Christopher Eccleston though. Ugh.
Oh yeah, you don't like Christopher Eccleston?
No,
or
no, no.
you
I
don't
do.
like the-
I do. If we're gonna talk connection with Rose, like Tennant Rose, obviously.
Yes. Yes.
So Christopher, yeah, is a nice little setup, but
Can I make a
Oh, no.
side note here
I know.
about
Absolutely.
Eccleston? I think Eccleston gets a bad rap because the writing and the production quality in season 1 was so incredibly terrible.
The first episode I always joke was made for a paperclip and a shoestring, so
Yes.
yeah, it was real bad.
I don't even know what that means, Gabe. What does that mean?
They went in, hey, I have a paperclip and a shoestring and like a penny and all the stuff in my pockets. Can I have a camera? Yeah, here you go. This is the camera we have. And then they got,
That's
hey,
great.
we
Somebody
have,
donated mannequins.
yeah, donated mannequins. They told all the actors we'll feed you McDonald's for a month and
No, it's
shoot
written-
this episode.
Feed you some fish and chips. We got chips.
We're missing the
There's
fish,
lots of
but
chips.
bring Jesus in and he'll. No, okay, I'm stopping. Sorry.
No, they
We
don't
also
even have
had-
5 loaves.
Yeah,
what?
but so you think that the 9 just gets a bad rep because of the production quality and they weren't really writing that well yet? Nathan?
Bro.
Yes,
Nathan?
I think he gets a bad rap because of the production quality, the bad writing. Russell Davies hadn't come into his own yet as a writer, and the show itself was still finding its footing. And so Chris Eccleston is a great actor. He is amazing. But I don't think he is the type of actor to carry a TV show by himself. Because honestly, Billie Piper is a decent actor. She's not great, in my opinion.
No,
Yeah.
she's not.
I would agree with that.
She will never be
She's-
on par with, Dwayne Johnson.
Who is a wrestler.
Yes, I know, which is
Right,
sad.
and Billie
But no,
Piper was a singer before she was an actress, so.
No,
Okay.
she'll
Yeah,
never be on par
yeah.
with, say, David Tennant. David Tennant can carry a show by himself.
Definitely, and he did
Just
for
look-
a very long time.
Look at Doctor Who seasons 2 through 4. Look at he did that show with
No.
where he
wait.
played the lawyer.
Oh.
There's a couple movies out there with him, and they're super cheesy, really low budget flicks, but he carries the whole movie by himself, and it becomes so great.
Dude, he's in the
Yeah,
most
yeah.
awesome
No,
Shakespeare
I
thing.
understand what you're saying.
Just saying.
And then he plays Hamlet.
He plays Hamlet,
yeah.
but he also is in Much Ado About Nothing with Catherine Tate, Donna Noble. It's like the best thing ever.
Is he really?
It's hilarious.
I wanna
It's a
see
modern,
that.
it's a modern day Much Ado About Nothing, and it's on a revolving stage that just turns, and it's recorded, and you can buy. I bought it on some sort of British video player thing to watch it, and it's really great. They are
So that's not
hilarious.
the one that they shot in the. That's not the one that they shot in the one guy's house, like the director's house and all of his friends or whatever.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I
but
forget one of the Avengers. I feel like one of the either like Feige or one of the directors of the Avengers or somebody did that.
Oh, okay.
So it's not that one.
No, as far as I know, the Shakespeare stuff that I know he's in is Hamlet and Much Ado About Nothing. But anyway, I highly suggest you
Okay.
check out Much Ado About Nothing, because now he and Catherine Tate are, romantic interests in that. So it's kind of interesting to sit here watching Donna and the Doctor be like
Buddy.
they're not buddy. That's the thing. It's like they start out like Donna and the Doctor "Rawr!" against each other, and then by the end of the thing they're together. But it's great.
Awesome.
I highly recommend it. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, third episode, Girl in the Fireplace.
Yes.
I don't know if I can really explain why I like this one.
It's good. Yeah,
It's
sorry.
it's really really good.
I have a feeling
but-
Nathan would disagree. I don't know. He's just looking kind of intense. Either he's just getting tired. Sorry, Nathan.
I'm getting tired.
Hang in there, Nathan. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Because if the only
be
reason that I can come up with is because I freaking love Madame Pompadour, that's gonna be kind of embarrassing.
Pretty cool though. She's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like
and
Girl.
The actress or the character?
sorry,
The actress.
the character.
Right. I didn't know if you were being specific beyond that. Okay.
No, the character. The way that he comes in and kind of crash lands. This is like one of those. It's a basic companion thing that Moffat kept doing, but like this actually done, and I just realized that, but it's kind of done well, where he comes in when she's young, and then like leaves, comes back, and she's like way older, and
Amy Pond moment.
basically has an Amy Pond sort of storyline.
Right. Yeah.
And then like she kisses him, and that whole moment where he's just like, I just snogged Madame Pompadour, and hits the button and spins around.
Yeah.
I just love that. So
I know.
much.
He's so excited. He's very
Yeah,
very
and
excitable
then-
when those things happen randomly to him. He just doesn't even know what to do.
And then he comes back, and he's like, we're gonna go see the stars together, and I'm gonna show you the stars. Once he gets his TARDIS back, and I'm like, no, don't leave the fireplace because it's going to desync, and she's gonna end up. It's gonna end up like 10 years later or something. And sure enough, she ends up dying, and he doesn't get to take her, and it's very sad. And then the last shot is. This is why it's called Madame Pompadour. This is why the ship wanted Madame Pompadour. The ship was called, Madame Pompadour.
Right. Mm-hmm.
third or something. Yeah.
The third.
So that whole thing was just that reveal and their relationship and her character. I just loved it all.
Yeah. Plus,
All right,
epic
and
horse
then
crashes through a painting. I'm just sorry, something happened. Never mind.
Okay.
White horse.
No, that was a bad thing. That was a bad thing. that
I thought it
no,
was funny.
that should not
That
have
was my
worked.
point. Not that it was. Moving on. Go ahead.
Okay, and then the empty child. I again the that was mostly for the image of that kid with the gas mask on, just going around saying, "Are you my mummy?" Like
Oh yeah.
it's like simultaneously like cute and you want to help the kid, and also very creepy, and it's just like a great image, and that whole episode is great because of that one
Right.
image, that one situation that it puts you in.
Right.
And then the doctor's wife, which we already talked about, I actually really liked the personification of the TARDIS and
Thank
getting to
Thank
see them interact
Thank you.
and
Quiet
have,
Nathan rises again.
and have her have like a voice, which like everybody when that ended was like, oh man, we really wish that the TARDIS could like keep talking to the Doctor. But then somebody pointed out that would be ridiculous, and it would be like I think the Inspector Gadget has like a talking car, and there's like another 80s thing that has like a talking car, and the talking car is like really snarky and like kind of annoying. And if you imagine that
Mhm.
in Doctor Who, that just would not work.
It would never work.
No.
But it makes a great one-off.
It really does.
Right,
So I
yeah.
was glad that they had that moment and they have a little bit of interaction and they have like almost a deepened relationship to where I feel like he can communicate with her a little bit more easily and like more, in the
Right.
future. Better.
Better.
Thank you.
Better.
That words are great. Okay. Yeah, so that was awesome.
That's cool.
Oh, and then a lot of these like whenever Doctor Who gives like great philosophical questions or great like dilemmas, those are the ones also that kind of stick out. So the God complex, all
snap.
of your fears in different hotel rooms, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all this like great cast of characters, some of whom you really want to die, like that one. Like really, the guy's thing is his planet is a planet of cowards, and he's the most annoying rat-faced coward
Oh,
that you've
that
ever
guy.
seen.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
pretty annoying.
And the whole like mystery of how is this monster picking its victims? Why is this happening?
Right.
And just the idea of your worst fear is in one of these rooms, and finding out what everybody's worst fear is, and seeing that, and imagining like what would my worst fear be in that bedroom. And then of course they don't show the Doctor's actual worst fear. He just goes in and he's like, oh, of course. And you're like, okay, well, I mean, what is it like? Is it him? Is it one of his many regrets? What is it?
Him?
Time Lord Victorious.
It's the Time Lord. It could be lots of things, but like they don't show it because I guess
It's the crack in
anything-
the universe.
it could be the crack in the universe. But
The
it's-
crap in the universe.
I was gonna let that slide. Oh,
It's too good to mess up, bro.
I got you. But anything that they would have shown wouldn't have been as good as whatever we can speculate. We get to choose, but
Right,
so I
right,
understand
right.
that. But
Perfect way to wrap it.
and then
oh,
and
Gabe.
then whenever they like define what
Sorry, are you
What?
gonna talk about the quote that you told me that you really liked that quote that the that the thing
okay.
Are you getting to that?
That's
I'm
what I
just
was.
curious.
That's exactly what I was getting to. But let
Okay.
me go ahead and see if I can. Did I
You
write
wrote
that down
you wrote
somewhere?
that to me in the okay. Yeah.
But that's 10 years up into
No,
the,
I can
into
find it.
that
But
little
wait,
chat thread.
it was the Doctor Who. do you have some things to say before that? Because I can probably find it for you.
Nope, I can just edit this out.
All right, hold on, because I
Okay.
literally.
What is it called again? What did I just say?
It's the hotel.
A complex.
Yeah, God Complex.
Uh,
Wait, did I have it here in my? It didn't, did I?
I should have written it down because that is just a boss quote.
Yeah, trying to find that thread is what the joke
Okay.
is. It's the Doctor Who thread, right? Did we call it Doctor Who?
Probably not.
Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Shirley, Laverne, and Shirley. Okay. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm looking. Doctor Who Talk Extravaganza. Boom. Last spoken in
I found it, but I'm gonna
12.
see if there's a longer version.
12/27/15. Oh, you're doing that. All right, fine. God
Is that it?
Complex.
I feel like it took me way too long to write that out because I had to copy that to you.
I got it, dude.
Yeah, I know, Nathan.
Do you have it? You guys all have it?
What
is
are we
it?
talking about?
What is it?
I have it. Do you want me to read it?
Read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give a lead up. Okay,
Well,
so that
I'm gonna. I just want to see if you got the. No, I'm gonna read it. Never mind.
I've got your version, dude, in the
I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
Okay, so I love it when whenever the show kind of defines the Doctor in sort of a new angle, right? And at the end of the God Complex, the dying creature, the Minotaur, like
Mhm.
says something, and the Doctor's translating, and it's great. I'm just gonna go ahead and read it. Okay. An ancient creature drenched in the blood of the innocent, drifting in space through an endless shifting maze. And then they kind of pause. For such a creature, death would be a gift. And the Doctor kneels down and is comforting the Minotaur. Says, it's fine. Rest. Go ahead. It's fine, and you're gonna be okay. And the Minotaur says, "I wasn't talking about myself," and dies.
Bum bum bum.
It's like, oh my gosh. Okay, wait. And then you go back and rewind it. You're like, wait, he was talking about the Doctor. Rewind. Okay. An
Gabe
ancient
rewound
creature.
about 8 times.
I really did. That was about 3 times.
Well,
An
eight's
ancient
on
creature
point.
drenched in blood, in the blood of the innocent, drifting through space through an endless shifting maze. For such a creature, death would be a gift. It's so good.
It is good.
just love
I
that.
agree. I agree.
Okay, now that I've lost my list, let's go. All right. Okay, and last one is midnight. And can someone tell me what midnight is? Because
Oh
I
yeah.
lost that one. What is it?
Midnight
Well,
is the one
yeah.
right before turn left.
Right.
Why did I like that one?
Right.
It's a companion light episode. It's Martha, excuse me, not Martha. Donna they're on an alien planet, and Martha's doing some sort of salt bath thing. So Doctor leaves her behind and goes on essentially a tour of the planet. And they're on the tour ship
The
thing,
plane.
on the way to on the
The
way.
plane episode.
The what?
The plane episode with the sky and
Oh,
the.
is that what it is?
Is that what? That's what I meant.
The one where the creature, they repeat everything?
Okay, wait. Hold on.
No. Sorry,
That
you were
looks like-
explaining, Nathan, and then we interrupted you.
Okay. The Doctor. Sapphire's shuttle.
Shuttle. It's a
Yes.
shuttle, not
Okay.
a plane.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. So the last one that I have is midnight, and we actually had to look this up, and I edited all that out, and and I thought it was a plane, but apparently it's some sort of shuttle that the Doctor is on. He's left Donna at this resort, and they come to some sort of like turbulence, and they crash or something, and they stop, and there's this creature that has control of one of the passengers, right? And Nathan, I believe you remember this even better than I do, but like correct me if I'm wrong. But the creature's like outside, right, at first, and is like knocking, and it just creates this great like closed room sort of mystery, as well as they're trying to escape, and just that, and the doctor has to solve this mystery and correct the situation all by himself. And I think he even loses his the use of his sonic screwdriver. Yeah. No, he doesn't. There's something about the hostess starts a cacophony, and he disables it with a sonic screwdriver. So that's completely not true. But yeah, and it was actually really scary. Like,
it was scary. That dude, yeah, the woman that was repeating everything, and yeah.
Yeah, that whole element is not something that I'm used to where it's scary and it's creepy, but it's not like slasher and bloody and horrible.
It's like a thriller.
It's a thriller, but like a little bit
I
more
like
scary.
thrillers, but I don't like horror. So I'm with you on the horror, but I can handle some thrillers.
Yeah, and for some reason, having watched Nonstop with Liam Neeson actually makes me like this episode more. It has nothing to do with it other than both of them sort of take place on a plane, like the shuttle looks like a plane. And have you guys seen this movie?
I haven't. But if you're talking about thriller plane movies, the two that come to mind for me are Flight Plan and Red Eye.
Okay, I've seen
But
Flight
I don't
Plan.
know. I don't know Nonstop. Red Eye's pretty good too.
But I think Nonstop kind of has a similar like premise to where the Liam Neeson's character has to figure out who like the terrorist is on board, and
Right.
David Tennant's kind of doing the same thing. He's trying to figure out who's doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, those are all of my favorite episodes,
Woo, woo,
and Nathan's favorite episodes, and Joanna's favorite episodes. So we're gonna close with this question. Actually, first, do you guys want to do like your favorite moment? I don't think we have time for like moments necessarily.
So
Darn blurg. No.
favorite moment from this podcast, Dirt Blurk. No.
Dirt. Yes.
Wow, I'm gonna have to think about that for a second. I'm
All
gonna
right, so
pass
while
that to
you
Nathan.
Wow. Okay, so we're going back
Passing
into
everything
this
to
order.
me.
If I had to pick just one moment. Oh,
Just one
wow.
moment quickly.
There's
You can
so
do
many
Dude.
moments.
Nathan, don't like put that kind of pressure on yourself. Come on now.
One
Just
moment
pick a favorite
that's-
moment.
One moment that's not from season 9. That's difficult.
Oh, brother.
What the what?
Yeah, I
Oh,
actually,
brother.
seriously, Heaven Sent was that good.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
gonna
you
go
should
buy
just
that.
say you should just say one moment that's not from Heaven Sent, not the entire. Because when you say season 9, you just encapsulate Peter Capaldi and all of our pre-season 9 like ness. Come on now.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so I'd have to say 10's regeneration. Just
Yeah.
picking one off the top of my head, it'd be 10's regeneration.
Wait, are we talking about 9 regenerating in 10 or 10 regenerating in 11?
No, 10 regenerating into
Okay.
11. I don't want
Got
to go.
I don't want to go.
Ah,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
feels.
Was it just me,
Hashtag
or did
feels.
was it
Hashtag
just me, or
feels.
did they sort of ruin that with in the 50th where he's like, I don't want to go, and he just kind of shrugs it and leaves?
Wait. The 50th.
The
In
50th
Day of the
anniversary.
Doctor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
don't
Doctor-
remember.
At the very end, when David Tennant's character leaves and hops into his own TARDIS.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that kind of cheapened it a little bit.
Yeah, I hate
But-
it.
I don't think it cheapened the.
It didn't cheapen the original.
No, but
just
it was a
kinda
cheap-
It
like-
cheapened the 50th
joke.
a little bit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say that is actually my favorite moment. But I'm in the interest of saying something else. The Rose, cut off part that he was gonna say, Rose Tyler, I love you, and didn't get to. and that whole
that
thing.
was gonna be mine. How dare you?
Oh,
How
I'm sorry.
dare you?
More
Sorry.
inside jokes. Good.
Inner joke. Inner joke.
Okay, do
Snap.
you have a
Okay.
third one?
Give me a minute.
I feel like this
I'll
is just gonna.
think.
Would that be like your second, Nathan?
I don't know that Nathan was. I don't know if Nathan's gonna be
Sorry, say
that
again.
into
Would Rose, like Rose Tyler cut off? Would that be your second, or because we're gonna end up with the same like 1, 2, 3, if that's the case. And I just think that'd be really interesting.
Wait, where'd you get 3? Your third favorite moment?
Your third. We're still waiting for your.
Oh.
third
Okay.
one.
Right. I'm just trying. Okay.
Do
Answer
you
this.
understand? Do you understand what I'm saying, Nathan?
No.
Would that be your second, or would you have another one, another second favorite moment?
If I had to pick a second favorite moment, it would probably be. Actually, I really enjoyed in Name of the Doctor the conversation between River and the Doctor right before he dives into his own time stream.
Oh, that's intense. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. What's with all these like uber emotional moments the guys are loving? Like what? This is why you guys are my friends. This is one reason.
Thanks.
And you're welcome. It's only because you are emotional human beings. No, I'm just kidding.
It would be hard to be friends with people who are completely non-emotional human beings or
this is
robots.
True. This is
So.
true. Dream
Yeah, no,
team,
that
by
was
the
a
way.
good conversation. I feel like every time River says, "Oh, the doctor doesn't love me," and he would, he forgets what I'm wearing, and I'm just like, "Shut up! He loves you. Shut up!"
Right. Yeah, interesting.
Because she did that in the Christmas special from this year. That's the only thing that I've watched recently.
The Christmas special. Oh yeah. The one
Yeah.
I was like live texting you guys about or something.
Yes, and I
stuff.
really enjoyed all of the live texts once I was watching it, and I actually could sync them up together. It was real good.
When it actually started making sense. Okay, I thought of 2 moments. Well, I know we said 1, but
Don't say well. Just go ahead.
Okay.
Well,
Oh dang it! I've lost one already.
well,
I like when you mentioned River, and it made me think more about River, which generally I don't think a ton about River, even though I do really like her. She just doesn't like cross my mind all the time. I really like when I like the whole evolution of pre-River being Amy's and Rory's friend, and then becoming, I don't remember her name, whatever her name was.
Melody.
Melody Pond.
Okay, thank you. Right, Melody Pond. And watching that was in, I think, Let's Kill Hitler, I believe.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mel's.
Anyway, seeing her become River and all of that, the whole
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
was pretty funny and hilarious, and she like knows, they know more about her, and she's just like, she has just become River, and they're just like going, what is happening, because it's blowing their minds. That was interesting to see, and funny generally, just really funny.
that was awesome.
Learn.
Okay.
Learn. Okay.
And then the other one, just for kicks.
Yeah, I know, if I can remember it, because then we started talking. Snap.
Oh.
No. Hold on. Give me just a second. If I don't think of it in a second, we'll move on. Hold on. Okay. Shh. This is totally random, but it just makes me laugh whenever I think about it. Is it called the Unicorn? The Unicorn and the Wasp? The
Agatha Christie?
The Agatha Christie episode, when he's been poisoned and he's like rooting through everything in the kitchen, trying to find something that will like cure him.
Yeah,
and,
when the doctor gets a new power.
Yeah, and he's like downing salty olives and all sorts of stuff, and he's like, maybe salt will help and everything, and yeah, that whole scene is just really funny.
Yeah, too bad he couldn't just like shake his foot and get all the poison out that way, like he did with the radiation.
Right.
And
So
I think
helpful.
Martha's first episode, I think that was I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Although whenever the Doctor gets a new power, like, gosh, yeah, Superman really needs a new power, and so does the Doctor.
Totally.
All right.
Totally.
Before I ask you the final question, I'm gonna go head to the bathroom real quick. So give me a second.
Bathroom.
Thank God no one's listening
time.
like live. Because yes.
I almost sent this to Matthew, but I knew
No.
he would be so- I didn't. I felt
All
like I
right,
was obnoxious if I did that, so I didn't. I didn't. This is a message for future Gabe. Hi, future Gabe. As you are editing this podcast, bless your soul for how much recordingness you're going to have to go through. Also, isn't it a miracle that we have not... Are you frozen, Nathan, or are you just sitting
No,
there?
I'm here.
Okay, you're so still. You're so still. And so tired, clearly. Hang in there, Nathan. Look lively. You're making me sad and depressed.
No, I've just been awake since early morning.
I know.
Give me a break, okay? Come
I-
on.
No. I'm sorry.
You're mean.
Not me now. Come on now. Yay! Can you make? Oh, it like matches. Oh wait, I tried to do it and I just went down low. Meh. You can just see my mouth. Meh. Platonic, heart is platonic. I've stopped saying that. It's too long to hashtag that all the time.
You know, technically, Gabe could fit all this in the recording if we keep talking.
This is true, and I don't care. Dude, we were like, he can't audio-ness what just happened.
Yes, he
though.
can.
No, I'm saying he can't. Nobody saw what was happening.
Oh, no. No, but we make it sound like there's something else happening here.
Platonic. Platonicness. Yeah, Gabe.
Hi, Gabe.
That's what happens when you have cold water and a cold.
Well,
House.
technically, I need to go to the restroom
Cold
too, and I
heart.
didn't go. So, but I
Well, we
figured
need to
we'd be
hurry
done soon.
because I need to go to bed.
I know.
Okay.
He's
Old
he's
man.
got 12 minutes. 12 minutes.
Okay. 12. That's probably not enough time. But okay. So we're gonna end on this final question. You've heard of the first question. Well, this is the final question. Is Doctor Who better at hinting at things, at really like cool events? Is it better at doing that than actually showing them? And let me elaborate a little bit. Like the whole, the fall of the 11th and the fields of Trenzalore and the Doctor will die in battle and be buried here and okay, here's the Doctor's burial place and it's like the TARDIS with the time stream. That's not, the Doctor's definitely not buried here. That is the TARDIS and that is the time stream. The fields of Trenzalore and the big battle. There's a bunch of like aliens or ships zipping around and lasering things, and the Doctor's not really even fighting, and this isn't really even Trenzalore. It's like millions of years before Trenzalore, what the planet looked like before that, and it's in a Christmas setting. And then,
No, the town was called Christmas.
Awesome. That's even better.
Hashtag accurate.
The River keeps saying, the last time that I saw the Doctor before she died was he took me to go see the singing towers of whatever it was. And,
oh yeah.
And it was built up to this epic thing, and he kept saying, "Oh, I'm gonna take you here," and then doesn't. And he backs out at the last minute, and we actually get there, and it's it's a nice moment or whatever, but it's not like it's not a huge emotional moment. It's not what they've sort of built it up to be, So I'm just wondering if you
I feel like
guys
Nathan disagrees with the
if
emotional moment.
you guys think that, or if
I
you
thought it
think
was
they're
great.
that they landed.
I
You thought it was great.
good.
Okay.
I think it is hit and miss. I think that the Time War thing was a little more. I think that Stephen Moffat's retconning of the Time War into what it is in Day of the Doctor isn't as affecting as what the 10th Doctor talks about in The End of Time and in Last of the Time Lords.
Mm-hmm. It seemed more like horrific and like it went on for longer and.
Right. Rather than being, it's just that the Day the Doctor doesn't communicate it doesn't, I mean, here I am, my little horror fan coming out again. It does communicate the horrors of war as much as I think it should.
Yeah. One
Because
could argue that it's
war
kind of like-
sucks.
yeah,
War is horrible.
One could argue on the other side that Doctor Who is kind of not like that, but I think they could have gone a little bit closer.
Right. I think they could have done better than they did.
Okay, do you have... wait,
On
so
the
do you
other
think
hand-
that didn't land so much?
I don't think that landed.
Okay.
I think some things, like, I thought the Towers part in the last Christmas special was actually... I thought it was well done. I thought it wrapped up River's story nicely. I thought...
She's not gone. She's not gone. There's no reason that has to be the end. Their time streams are so screwed up. It's not the end.
Yes and no. That said, I don't think that River will appear again just because Alex Kingston is getting older.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm just saying. Patrick Troughton as the third Doctor with the sixth Doctor did not work.
Oh, you mean like... Well,
In Classic Who.
the 11th was kind of a lot younger than she looked anyway.
Truth.
I mean, unless they get like Q from the new Bond movies, that would be weird because he looks like he's 18. But like, I don't know. Yeah, but I do think that she probably won't be back much. But it's going to be more of a real world reason for her not to be there, not because her story has ended and she like can't come back.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, but do you have any like examples of maybe stuff that did work? Because I think that maybe the like actual the button pushing in the Day of the Doctor, I think that actually worked pretty well. Like the
That
whole...
worked. Y'all haven't seen Series 9, so I can't talk about that one. Without spoiling it, Series 9 has one of those hinted at moments that does work for me.
Oh, thank God. I need one. I need one. Okay,
Other
I don't
things-
think... let's not go into that because I think it's gonna take too long.
Epic.
Yeah, I can monopolize time.
You can
Hey.
monopolize time while also waiving time limits in our faces.
Exactly. Can't do both, bro.
He wants to have his time limits and eat them. That doesn't work. I'm done. What? No, stop, Nathan.
Okay. Joanna, do you have any that off the top of your head that you think worked?
I'm going to be honest. I tried to think about this question when you first posed it to me, like a month ago, and I feel like at this point in I have not visited the Doctor Who world much lately, part of my journey, I can't really answer this question very well.
Okay,
So
I understand.
maybe I'll come back to it. But that's probably good because it's 9:10 anyway, and
So how about that
needs
time
to
they
go.
didn't meet Jim the Fish? No, that's...
yeah, if you want me to make something up, like totally. What about that time that
Yeah, no, that's...
a random moment just came to my mind from an episode?
Was it prophesied?
No, I don't know. Maybe. Remember the episode where he goes and there's that girl that can see into the what is it? Oh, never mind. He's trying to. They're reaching into another dimension or something, and they're using a girl to do it. And there's like this girl and a sciencey guy, and they work together, and they actually like each other or whatever. And then he ends up bringing.
Oh, the ghost one with the weird thing that
Yeah,
has
they
too many
keep seeing.
arms.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And just
Listen, or it's one of those command ones, like
right. The ones that Gabe loves so much. Come on.
listen or
Get more
scare.
creative. Yeah. Anyway, I just always remember when he. Hide.
Hide. Yeah, hide.
Because they were scared. Like they always had to. What, Nathan? There's two of you.
Joined it again.
Yeah, it was hide, and I just always remember that part where finally the doctor gives up at the end because he realizes it's going to be okay if they actually look the creature in the face, and he does, and the creature looks like this crazy mangled thing, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you're a handsome one. Okay, let's get you home to your lady or something." Anyway, that is just like emblazoned in my brain for the rest of the time.
Awesome.
Anyway.
That's a good moment.
That's a good moment to share at the very end. There you go.
All right. I think that's about it, unless you have any more positive ones, Nathan. If you haven't left.
No, I'm here.
Did we lose you? Okay. I don't know.
Just two Nathans.
No, I dropped for a second, and apparently my last instance is still up.
Yeah.
Man, freaking. That's.
There you go. It went away.
It died. I thought it was gonna be like Noah and just take over the thing again. Okay. Do you have any more, Nathan? That were positive? That were good? That worked? No?
Donna.
Okay, the whole prophecy with the Dr. Donna thing?
Yes.
Okay, but that was more of that was like a story arc that they purposefully went through, and if that didn't land, like the whole like season story arc wouldn't have like the ones that I'm talking about are like, hey, this is going to be cool if we ever pick up this thread again. Does that make sense?
Well, the only instance of that really is
the three that I mentioned.
Yeah. Well, wait. The Time War and what?
I feel like the one that you're talking about that actually did land was him going back to Gallifrey, because I heard that happens. But don't answer that.
What?
Yeah, I think he gets back to Gallifrey, but don't answer that. Okay, so but the other ones that I was talking about were the Singing Towers, and I'm gonna laugh because everybody who's listening to this is I still remember this because it was 2 seconds ago. You just said it, and what else did I just say?
Dude, we're in the same room with you and we don't even remember. We're not in the same room.
I dropped during that time, okay?
Oh, you did? Okay.
Maybe.
Singing Towers.
The Singing Towers, the Fields of Trenzalore, and...
The Time War?
No. And then... No, that's not it either. Oh, and the kind of death of the Doctor where he's like, this is where he's buried, and it's so terrible because he can't go back to Trenzalore, and it really just... It turns out to be, like a weird light, blue light that goes up into the ceiling. That's just his time stream, and the TARDIS is like broken there. It's definitely not where he's buried.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right, but they pass that off as, hey, that was the end of that thread.
Well, once my Matt Smith Years box set comes in, I'll rewatch them and talk to you about them again.
Okay, awesome. All right, all of you listeners, all probably like 4 of you.
Don't diss your listeners, Gabe. I know now. You'll get at least 37 more.
Awesome.
Oh, wow. 37. There's awesome. That number again that he loves. Okay.
37 people.
It's my favorite number. Okay.
All right, so all of you listeners out there, what do you think? Do you think that that Doctor Who is better at hinting at things than actually showing them? What are your favorite moments? What are your favorite episodes? I'd love to know. Tweet me or leave a comment if there's a comment section for this. At Gabe in the Box on Twitter. Is there anything that you guys want to
follow me on Twitter at Dojonate, DOJONATE.
Awesome. You want people
follow
following you?
follow the community fan cast on Facebook.
Yes, definitely
Yes.
follow the
iTunes,
community fan cast.
because
The-
that is why we are friends, guys. Woot.
Well, Blimey Cow is. Yes.
Blimey Cow is why, but it's the fruits
We
of our
are the
labor.
community.
We are the
Yes.
community, and we are
And-
core peeps. So
And
go check it out.
community is spelled cow, and then MOONITY, and then it's community fan cast.
Mhm.
Still getting over the name.
Woot woot.
Still going.
All right,
I
R.I.P.
don't think it
Gabe's
should be
name
community
dreams.
cast, but you know.
All right.
Oh, man.
Thanks for listening, and I will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Are we allowed to say goodbye?
Yeah, no. Okay,
All right.
say goodbye and be more convincing.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Good talking to you guys.
Awesome. Okay. All right, guys.
Woot.
That's about it. I
All right,
appreciate
I
it.
stopped my recording
fun.
now.
Okay.
1 hour, 37
All
minutes.
1.6 gigabytes of it.
1.6? I have 1.03.
Okay.
Maybe it's my microphone. I don't know.
Save as.
An hour and 40 minutes. This is gonna be
Okay,
fun.
mine was 1 hour 37, so it's close. Yeah, dude. I mean,
What?
always feel free to talk to Matthew about stuff.
Yeah. And
Because
I might.
Matthew was actually saying he would edit it, but then he was really confusing about it. So
It seemed
kinda
like
came down to he wouldn't, but then he would, but I don't know. So
it seems like he would like to edit, but like because he likes editing, but also he doesn't have time.
well, he claims he kind of sort of has time, but I don't know. We're about to film the podcast, the community podcast tomorrow, though. So
He's
Well,
who
not
I'm
knows?
looking
gonna
at
have
how
to.
long it took for him to do the first episode of the community
Right,
podcast.
but there's reasons.
By the way, you
for
can take
that.
us off air now, Gabe.
Right.
Oh.
We're having fun. I'm
Probably
just
a good idea.